Good morning, people. I think I'm going to start with the phrase, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Right. There's a reason I'm saying that. But for now, let's look at my next page from my little stitch book. So it is Thread Thursday. And we did this stitch last time. Can't even remember what it was called. Great start, Christina. Okay. I was watching Dianna Vingert, as I do, and she makes the... Oh, where is it? I'll show you. And remember this one I did, that was her freebie pattern with the beautiful roses and everything on. But her latest one that she's uploaded that's for sale on her website has got a whole heap of different types of flowers, and I'm always interested in a new method of making flower petals. So I don't think it's got a name, this stitch. Maybe it does. But I thought what I would do, put my glasses on, as you do. So I'm filming this actually on Saturday before Thread Thursday, so it'll be uploaded. So yesterday, when you get this, yesterday I will have had my 60th birthday. So there you go. Isn't that good? But I haven't had it yet, so who knows what's going to happen. So this is what you do. You do a stitch there, a stitch here. So you've got 5 spokes in a little circle, and I'm using just the full floss, the full embroidery floss. Come up through here, and then going under. So it's weaving it. Yes, so I have no idea what will have happened. The only other news I can update everyone that my biopsy came back clear and benign. So that was good news. And the sad news is that in Melbourne, Sydney's exploded with the new Delta strain of COVID, which is highly infectious. But a man, you just wouldn't figure it, and he was just doing his job, so he probably didn't even know he was sick, but he was a removalist who came down from Sydney to Melbourne and across to Adelaide, and so Sydney's exploded with cases of this new Delta strain. People, so we've had a whole heap of cases come up all of a sudden in Melbourne, and so we have been given... Did I say it was Saturday? No, it's actually Friday. What am I saying? I'm filming this on a Friday before next Thursday because I got inspired to start. Yes, so we've been given a snap lockdown. So I was having, we could have 15 people. So I had about 13 people coming tomorrow to celebrate with me, my friends, the special people. So that's had to be changed basically now to probably the 31st, so 2 weeks later. So that's a bit crap. So no celebrations for my birthday for that. And I'm booked with my siblings and my daughters to go to a really nice Italian restaurant in the city. On the actual day, which is Wednesday, which will be when you get this video, yesterday. And the lockdown that we have finishes on Tuesday at midnight. So I've got no idea whether what will happen. What usually happens is that lockdowns get extended, so no idea whether or not that's going to happen. So we don't even know if we're going out for dinner for my birthday. So at the moment, no party celebration, probably no birthday dinner. So everything's put back. But interestingly enough, as happens, a few of the really favourite people couldn't actually make tomorrow. So they can make the next one. So, you know, let's all be happy and realise that that's a good thing sometimes. All right, these are petals. Don't know if this was the right colour to use. Maybe I've done it too big. But it shows you how it's done. Just loosen them a bit. Well, the other thing is, it's my mum's birthday today. So yesterday, she lives an hour away. So yesterday I picked up my brother and met, one of my sisters was too sick to go. She was coughing and could hardly talk without coughing. And she'd had a COVID test, but she didn't have COVID. But she, in the interest of everyone, she didn't go. So it was just my brother and I and my other sister went to visit Mum and her partner. And I took a lentil and coconut and quinoa and rice soup, and with some vegetables and other spices in, which was absolutely delicious, and some nice Turkish bread. And my brother, now, who knows chocolate ripple cakes? So you get the chocolate ripple biscuits. I don't know if you do that in other parts of the world, if it's a thing. It's a thing in Australia. You get the chocolate ripple biscuits and you put cream between each biscuit, and then you put cream all around the outside, so it's like a log. So it's a chocolate ripple log thing. But my brother, so there's I thought she was Italian, but she's not. There's a chef, Julia Ostro, who's got a cookbook out, and she made one with butternut snaps and raspberries. So my brother made that, and boy, was that damn good. So you put the raspberries in between the butternut snaps and cream in between, whipped cream in between each layer, so as it comes out like a log, and then you cover it with whipped cream and you leave it in the fridge overnight, and the cream soaks into all the biscuits. It's very fattening, of course. He made his with creme fraiche, so it was perhaps a little less fatty. Still fatty, nevertheless. Delicious, though. That feels like it could be a bit tighter. Just going to scoop that up. I think that one, maybe that one could be a bit better. This might need to have more petals, actually. Anyway, I decided that I was going to try and make that myself, but I thought that there was just something about the recipe that I thought it could have been ginger snaps. And so, because my soup was gluten-free and vegan, not that there were any vegans there, and in fact, because my sister wasn't there, no one needed gluten-free either, but it doesn't matter. It's healthier. That's why today's the first day of the rest of your life. Be healthy. Yeah, I'm going to make that. Anyway, I it's funny. I was really thinking about having people tomorrow, and I was a bit unprepared because I've been dating and distracted and getting over the past and blah, blah, blah. So I'm actually really excited now to have 2 weeks so I can prepare a little bit better. I just hadn't been in the right mindset for it. And then a friend said she couldn't make the weekend after, so I thought, I'll better hurry this through and rush it. But now it's organised and everyone knows they're coming, so that's good. That's my news. No, it's not really. There's more news. Oh, look, you know, I'm turning 60, or when you see the video, I will have turned 60. And you know what? I don't care if I rant on. I don't care. I really don't care if I have a big old fat ramble. You know what? It's being authentic. Anyway, so the news, the other news is that even though I was scared of that man, he kept persisting. And he really, honestly, he's turning out to be the most kind, generous man. And I was scared because I wasn't really over the past. And there you go. Turns out he's actually a champ. So there you are. I'm seeing someone now, properly, officially. So you'll probably hear all about it, I'm sure. I don't think I'll talk. There's a few things to talk about, like mixed race relations and different religions, but I think I'll save that for another day because that's quite a big topic actually. One I love to discuss as well. I do like a good chat and a rave, as you all know. As everyone who follows me knows, occasionally, other than the last month or so or two when I've just been quite down, I see this lockdown, I'm not even depressed about it. I've got my daughter, I can still see her because you're allowed to have your social bubble person. Not like that first lockdown we had, which went for 4 months, and I didn't have anyone to see. That was horrible. All right, now as far as flowers go, I think that looks really good. I think this is probably kind of a bit weird. It hasn't really worked out the way I was imagining it. Anyway, you get the gist. That's how it goes. It might be better with another 5. And then what Dianna did, just put this here. What Dianna did was put French knots in the middle. I'll just leave it because I might go back and do another lot of them. But this is like a little test sheet. A bit yellow. A bit thin. Maybe I'll do... just thinking this is only 3 strands. It might be a bit thin. But I can fill all of this up with French knots. That works. Just little 3 times French knots. I wanted to get stuck into a chunky I feel like because I haven't really, I've been off, let's just face it, I have been off. I'm not off anymore, I'm happy. Things are good and looking up. And I feel like I haven't done a thread Thursday that's a real chunky project. I mean, the stitch wheel's great, but I haven't been doing a lot. I've only been doing 1 stitch per thing, and then I didn't do my book for ages. But this was a good chunky project for Thread Thursday. So I'm actually thinking of doing something like Diana's new one where she's just got little bits all over. I'll link it below. I'm thinking I might make my own version of one of those. That might be fun. And this is good. Judy likes seeing this. So Judy got her stuff in the mail, which was phenomenal. How did that was so quick. Oh, I'm glad you got it so quickly, Judy. That's wonderful. And that the extra surprise I put in was something you really loved. That was bonus. Total bonus. So that's how that's going to go, like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think what I might do is get another colour and add it in. That's what I'm going to do next. Just, what am I doing? That's meant to just go like that. All right, how about a bit of this? Let's see. I'm just playing. I'm just mucking around. I'm going to go and I haven't done any paper or journal books things for a while. I think I'm going to go and do some of that. I've been missing it. I always miss paper when I don't use it. I haven't been. I'm trying to sort out other things. Thank God I don't have to do all the blasted hospital crap. And I don't. I'm just really grateful I don't have to go and do all the chemo stuff. I didn't have to last time, but I just want to get healthy, really. Is that going to work? Am I just messing it up? I'm making it worse. Or not? I don't know. No. I know what I want to do. I'm going to take that out. It's not working. It's just not working for me, that. Having a bit of an experiment. Anyway, so with our lockdown, of course, last time, as everyone might remember, just the 5-day lockdown ended up going for 2 weeks. So we've got a snap 5-day lockdown now. And so my friend who told me last time it would go for 2 weeks is predicting it'll be the same. The thing that happened for Lily was that her work shut and she didn't get paid for 2 weeks. And of course, these young people, they still have to pay their rent. But this time round, for this 3 days, her work has put her, hasn't shut and hasn't stopped her working. They've put her on half days, so it's only half the pay for the week, but at least she doesn't, miss out on a whole week's worth of pay. So that's good and bad. I mean, she'd rather be getting a full week's pay because she's still trying to recover from the last time, of course. What about this? I've put 2 little French knots in the middle. I actually feel like I like that a bit better. Maybe one more over there. Doing about 5. I'm just making it up as I do. How's that? That's better. I like that. All right, so I think I will continue this, maybe off camera, because let's work on something else. So I remembered what the other project I wanted to do was. I saw this quote on someone's YouTube. She was just talking about it and thought it was a beautiful little quote. "Just living is not enough," said the butterfly. "One must have sunshine, freedom and a little flower." And that's a quote by Hans Christian Andersen. So I've been putting I've got the carbon paper and I've been putting it onto this bit of raw silk. I've just got to finish this last word because I realised that I wanted to put it on my large piece. I wanted a quote. I wanted to have a quote and some more text on the piece. I really loved this, so that's what I thought will be my next project. Okay. So hoping I've got I haven't missed anything, hopefully. So it's a very big bit of carbon. I used that for the Dianna Vingert one that I did. I can already see one there. I don't know, I'm going to manage that. Maybe I'll just do that. Alright, so it's all there, ready to be sewn. Here it is. Got a very big hoop. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to hold it tight enough. I still think I probably still just see if I can get it really tight. This part's a bit of a worry. It's a bit like my stitch wheel, it's a bit loose. Even with screwing it tight, it might still be loose. Yeah, I think I'd like it tighter than that. Alright, so what I have to do is find some of the tape, some tape to wrap around here to help it be tighter. Alright, so I'm just doing the last little bit of this, twisting this over. That took ages, by the way. That's why I did it off camera. Alright. Just use a bit of tape to get that down. So as it's going on my large piece, it's not really going to matter about how the hoop is, really. But it is going to matter if I can get it really stretched out. Of course, it probably would be better if it was a bit bigger for that top bit, but really, it's a lot tighter now. Trying to tighten this up at the top. Look, I'm not that experienced about all this, but it's possibly because I haven't got this up here pulling tight. Like some bits are tight and some bits aren't. Yeah, I'd say it might just have everything to do with this. Silk also can be a little bit stretchy too. Anyway, you get the gist of it. Now, I think I am going to do something like a very fine stitch around the edge of all of them and then fill them in with satin stitch. But I still think I might do it all the same colour. So I'm just thinking, let's just have a look. My big work, which is almost nearly all bits of mushroom panels. Some of the themes, there's this little orangey colour, there's that pink, there's a bit of green and pink, so greens. I've got the colour of these bit of texts down here. I've got those beautiful blue beads, some reds, these vintagey colours, orangey colour, so these are sort of a bit rusty through here, these colours. There's this gold thread. I feel like I think, let's have a look up here. Alright, so this is very bright, isn't it? But I think that this bit of silk is going to go here, in this big open area. So the close ones, there's that purple. I haven't got much purple anywhere else. Am I on camera? I haven't got much purple anywhere else, so I'm not wanting to add a lot more of that, and also this solid blue. I don't want to add more of either of those at all. I love this red colour. That's a possibility, although it might... I'm just thinking it's a bit sunshiny, so I don't know. I love it, but I don't think I want the words to be in that, because I think that could be a bit sort of blood-like or something like that. Pale pinks are going to be too light. I'm actually thinking maybe not that, this orange. Now, where is it? That orange is from one of the ones that Donna gave me, and it's a very fine thread. So that, haven't got it on any of this. I could actually add some throughout some of these areas to just help to blend it in a bit. And certainly this at the bottom, it's got the little bits that have been sewn previously by someone else. So we've got yellows and oranges in there. Got the greens of those mushrooms and all the stitches in that background. But it does go. It doesn't like clash or stand out terribly. I don't think it... No, I think it goes in quite well. Oh, I think I'm going to be doing this. We're doing a bit of this. Let's start. What needle? That's a good question. Now, it's quite fine. It's, I don't know, does it say? Does it say the size, or does it? 100% cotton, 40 yards, no. Number 355. Ginny Thompson flower thread. That's all it says, so no clue. It's obviously not as fine as a hand sewn, you know, cotton, little cotton. But I want it to be, let's see, I think that there's enough chunkiness in the larger letters for it to be a bigger needle, but I think that I'll, let's see, I think I'll start with a fine needle just to see how I go. Sometimes I think my glasses, I need even better glasses than my reading glasses for this work. Okay. This is going to be interesting to see how it looks. So I'll do a bit, and if I don't like it, I'll change it. I don't mind the orange, it's going to really stand out. I can't do a split back stitch because I've only got one layer of thread. Better cut that off. So I guess I'm kind of doing a sort of a stem stitch around the outside of all of the letters. Obviously this is quite a lot of text, and it's going to take quite a lot of time, and well, we're in lockdown, what can I say? I think I'm going to have to get my brand new reading glasses, which sort of sit in my bag. They sit in my bag in case I need them when I'm out and about, but and so I've got my old ones here that I'm using in the crafting room, and it's becoming quite apparent that they're... The reason I got new glasses was because these don't work anymore. I think sometimes with the carbon you kind of have to make it up a little bit. You don't always get all of the exact details of the thing you're doing. Now I actually think, as long as that's taking, that this is going to stand out quite well from that on that satin. This autumny browny orange colour. And then I'm going to fill them in. So I'll just do a little bit of filling in. To see how that looks. All right, how's that looking? Pretty good actually. I'm quite happy with that. I like the colour. I like how it looks when it's sewn in, you know, filled in. I probably would have thought maybe I shouldn't do such a big quote with such a lot of embroidery, but that's okay. I'll keep it going. I'm just going to keep it going. So that's this project. That's my in the evenings project. Yes. All right. So that's it for today. A few little bits and pieces. Just testing out a little new flower design and my little stitch book, and just getting this all ready to go. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.